So I just want to respond to a few valid concerns out there that we have within the members community, and that is that when you're searching under a proxy and a separate or dedicated Firefox profile, which I am at this very moment, then what happens is that when you come down here, the location is unknown. And that's normal because what happens is that Firefox, they feed off of and they determine your location by not just your IP address, but if you try to hide your IP address, then they look through other means like JavaScript and the things that we turn off. So that's okay. So there's no problem there. My IP address right now is Sacramento. Extended version, host names, perfectly fine. Okay, this is completely Sacramento. If I go to any of the what is my IP addresses, they all show that I'm in Sacramento. That's all we need to know. We're perfectly fine there. Google goes above and beyond, and they look for this kind of other stuff on here. That's only in the search engines, okay? If they can't find anything with your JavaScript because you have it disabled, which we've taught that you should, then they're going to look at your IP address. Okay, so let's look at over here. If we look at this, and we have a link and a training in this in module 1 at the bottom of video 2. You can find this link here, and it allows you to add in Sacramento. So my IP address is Sacramento. I have entered in paintless dent removal, and these are the results that I come up with. So if we notice the 3-pack here, and then with my IP address, which is a Sacramento IP address, and I enter in the city name, then I come up with the same results in the 3-pack. The only difference is, and there's always going to be a little bit of a difference, is going to be that the bullseye shows up on top, which it should. I've already looked at the backlinking structure of it. It should show above the Yelp. However, in mine, here, it's going to show up down here. No problem. Okay, I still, in that same niche, if I'm starting in Sacramento, I still know what I got to compete against. I got to beat this guy or gal's backlink structure, which is not much, by the way, at all. Okay, everything else is the same. I'm fine. I know the ads that are in here. It's good stuff. Okay. What else did I want to say here? So if I just type in paintless dent removal under a Sacramento IP address, because Google doesn't recognize it, and they don't recognize it. Why? They don't recognize it because I'm not using JavaScript, okay? And I'm hiding other aspects through this plugin here, okay? So they're not going to show the exact results for it. They don't know where I am, so they're showing generic stuff on here, okay? And that's perfectly fine. No worries about that at all. When I go to my my user profile that I have opened up with a Sacramento phone number and in Sacramento, then it just shows my recovery email, which is Denver. By the way, on this one, the recovery email that I used was another Gmail account, and that's not what I recommend. I recommend to use your domain account, and then in that case, the location will show whatever the IP address is for your domain. So if you show support at yourdomain.com or Scott at yourdomain.com, it will show wherever that's showing. Okay. If you notice, Google has one of their main offices is in Denver, and that's where a lot of this stuff comes out of. Okay. So the recovery phone number, okay, the text message that they sent me, and on a previous video with this account, I verified it. So I have my call Zoom number, but when I verified it through a number that came out of their main office in Denver, Colorado. Okay, so that's why this shows up here if you look into this kind of stuff. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is my IP address is indeed Sacramento. Okay, when we double check that, it's in Sacramento. Google uses for their Google SERP results when you're searching, they use different things other than just your IP address. They also look at your JavaScript, okay, which we have disabled. So it shows unknown here, but trust me when I say that whenever you go out locally and search, you do a local backlink, you do a Facebook post, whatever you do out there, it's always going to be associated with the Sacramento IP address. Why? Because you've got one. Okay, that's what I've got in here. Okay, and that's what you're using. That's what's verified over and over again. So Google's going to recognize that. They don't have other features, and you also, you want to make sure that you're not just on the light. That's another thing. You want to make sure you're on the extended version. Okay, so, and you're looking at this information here, which is your host name. It should be either NA or it shows your host name and the status is fine. Okay, 100% anonymity here. Everything is good. So please don't worry if you start to come down here and you see this down here. It's okay. That's perfectly normal. At the end of the day, your IP address is Sacramento, as mine is. It's here. It's clearly proven right there, Sacramento. Over here is Sacramento. There is no other IP address this could possibly be coming from. Okay, so this is the one that you'll want to use for Sacramento. What else can I say about that? If you want to see the most relevant search results, the best method is not going to be your IP address plus the city name, but it's going to be this up here. And then you search in your dent removal and the location, and this is what's going to show up. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. Talk to you on the next video.